Once upon a time, there was a very beautiful kingdom called Amarpur. In this kingdom ruled a kind-hearted and just king named Maharaj Devaraj. Maharaj Devaraj had two lovely daughters. The elder princess was named Tara, and the younger princess was named Savitri. Both sisters loved each other deeply and always stayed together. Queen Mrinalini was expecting another child, and this time God blessed the royal family greatly. A very adorable prince was born in the palace. The prince was named Arun. Prince Arun was a very handsome child with a gentle and noble nature. As the days passed, the three siblings grew older together. Tara and Savitri loved their younger brother dearly. They always tried to fulfill his every little wish and take great care of him. Prince Arun also respected and loved both of his sisters very much. One day, Queen Mrinalini said to her three children, "Today, I will take all of you to see a very beautiful garden located behind the palace." The children became extremely excited and jumped with joy. The queen led them to a magnificent garden filled with flowers of every kind. Roses, jasmine, mogra, night-blooming jasmine, and countless other flowers spread their sweet fragrance throughout the entire garden. In the middle of the garden was a beautiful lake with crystal-clear water. Many lotus flowers bloomed in the lake, white, pink, and red. But right at the center of the lake was a very unusual lotus. It was golden in color, and a mysterious glow radiated from it, as if it had been bathed in moonlight. Prince Arun became fascinated by the golden lotus. He asked his mother, "Mother, why does this golden lotus look so different? Why is it shining so brightly?" Queen Mrinalini replied with fear in her voice, "My son, this is no ordinary lotus. It is a magical flower, and no one should ever touch it. If any boy or man touches this lotus, he will turn into a crocodile forever. He can only become human again if his sister remains completely silent for 15 years without speaking a single word." Hearing this, all three children became frightened. The elder princess, Tara, said, "Mother, then this flower is very dangerous. Why is it kept here?" The queen gently explained, "My daughter, this magical flower protects our kingdom. Because of it, our land never suffers from famine, and prosperity always remains in the kingdom. But it also carries a curse, which I have already told you about." The younger princess, Savitri, asked nervously, "Mother, can a boy really turn into a crocodile just by touching it?" "Yes, my daughter. It is absolutely true. That is why I want a promise from all three of you that none of you will ever go near that lotus alone. And Arun, you must never touch it," the queen said in a strict voice. All three children promised their mother. After that, they returned to the palace. But Prince Arun could not stop thinking about the golden lotus. His heart remained fascinated by it. Again and again, he wondered what was so special about that flower that it glowed so mysteriously. A few days later, Maharaj Devaraj and Queen Mrinalini went to a nearby kingdom for some important work. Only the three children and the palace servants remained behind. That afternoon, while everyone was resting, Prince Arun could no longer control his curiosity. He thought to himself, "I will just go and look at the golden lotus closely one time. I will only look at it. I won't touch it." He quietly walked into the garden. As he reached the lake, he saw that the golden lotus looked even more beautiful than before. The shining light coming from its golden petals spread across the entire lake. Prince Arun stood there as if completely spellbound, staring at the magical flower. Suddenly, a strong gust of wind blew, and the golden lotus began to sway gently. It almost seemed as though the flower was calling him closer. A strong desire arose in the prince's heart to touch it just once. He thought, "What could happen if I touch it only once? Perhaps Mother only said those things to scare us." Thinking this, the prince slowly stretched out his hand toward the lotus. The moment his finger touched one of its petals, a bright flash of light burst out. In the blink of an eye, Prince Arun disappeared. And in his place, a beautiful golden crocodile was now swimming in the middle of the lake. That evening, when the two princesses began searching for their brother, they could not find him anywhere. They searched the entire palace and questioned the servants, but no one had seen Prince Arun. Worried and frightened, Tara and Savitri went to the garden, thinking that perhaps he might be there. When they reached the lake, they noticed a strange golden crocodile swimming in the water, something that had never been there before. Suddenly, Tara felt a terrible fear in her heart. She looked at Savitri and said softly, "Sister, could this crocodile be?" Savitri immediately understood. Tears filled both sisters' eyes. They realized that their beloved brother had touched the golden lotus and had turned into a crocodile. The golden crocodile swimming in the lake was none other than their dear brother Arun. Crying bitterly, Tara said, "Oh God, our brother has become a crocodile. What will happen now?" Savitri also burst into tears. Again and again, the golden crocodile rose to the surface of the water and then disappeared beneath it, as if he were trying to say something to his sisters. Both sisters understood that now one of them would have to observe the vow of silence for 15 years, not speaking a single word during all that time. Only then could their brother become human again. But the problem was, who would remain silent? If both sisters stopped speaking, then how would the king and queen learn about the prince's disappearance? Can this really be done? Tara said as she wiped away her tears. Then she looked at Savitri and said firmly, "Savitri, I am the elder sister, so I will remain silent. You must explain to mother and father that our brother has gone missing. But no one should ever know that he has become a crocodile. Otherwise, people will consider our kingdom cursed." Savitri nodded sadly. From that very moment, Tara began her vow of silence. She stopped speaking completely. That evening, when Maharaj Devraj and Queen Mrinalini returned to the palace and could not see Prince Arun, they became extremely worried. The queen asked Savitri, "My daughter, where's your brother? I cannot see him anywhere." Crying softly, Savitri replied, "Mother, brother has gone somewhere. We searched for him everywhere, but we could not find him." She did not reveal that the prince had turned into a crocodile. Maharaj Devraj immediately ordered his soldiers to search for the prince everywhere. The entire kingdom of Amarpur began searching for Prince Arun, but he could not be found anywhere, because he was swimming silently in the lake, trapped in the form of a crocodile. Days continued to pass. Maharaj Devraj and Queen Mrinalini became deeply sorrowful. Tara's silence only increased their worry. Royal physicians and healers were called to the palace, but none of them could understand why the princess had suddenly stopped speaking. Meanwhile, Tara visited the lake every day and silently spoke to her brother in her heart. She would bring food for the golden crocodile and gently stroke his head with love. The crocodile also recognized his sister and would come close to her hand whenever she arrived. Savitri, too, went with her elder sister to the lake every day. She kept talking to Tara and hoped that one day she would finally answer, but Tara only communicated through gestures and expressions. In this way, months passed, then years went by. The people of the kingdom of Amarpur began creating different stories about the missing prince and Princess Tara's strange silence. Some said that a demon had kidnapped the prince. Others believed that the princess had fallen under a magical spell. Maharaj Devraj remained deeply troubled. He invited many healers, saints, and magicians to cure his daughter, but none of their remedies worked. Yet Tara remained firm in her vow of silence. She knew that if she spoke even a single word, her brother would remain a crocodile forever. Time continued to pass. 5 years went by, then 10 more years passed. Tara had now grown into a beautiful young woman, yet she still remained silent. Savitri had also grown up and had begun helping her father with many matters of the kingdom. One day, the Maharaj of the nearby kingdom of Ratnapur arrived with his son, Prince Vikram. Prince Vikram was handsome, wise, and very brave. The moment he saw Princess Tara, he became mesmerized by her beauty. Prince Vikram said to his father, "Father, I wish to marry Princess Tara." Both kings happily accepted the proposal. However, when Prince Vikram tried to speak with Tara, she did not say a single word. Seeing this, Vikram was surprised. He asked Savitri, "Why does your elder sister never speak?" Savitri replied, "Prince, my sister suffers from an illness because of which she cannot speak. But she is very kind and worthy of you." Prince Vikram smiled and said, "That illness does not matter to me. I love her and still wish to marry her." Thus, Tara's marriage with Prince Vikram was decided, and preparations for the royal wedding began. But Tara's heart was filled with sadness. She kept thinking that her brother would not even be able to witness her wedding. Even on the wedding day, Tara remained silent. She completed every ritual without speaking a single word. After the wedding, Prince Vikram decided to take Tara with him to his kingdom, Ratnapur. As Tara was being bid farewell from her home, she felt deep sorrow in her heart. She was not ready to leave her brother behind. Through gestures, Tara told Savitri that she wanted to visit the lake one last time. Savitri took her there. Standing beside the lake, Tara fed the golden crocodile with her own hands and bid him farewell with tears in her eyes. The crocodile also seemed to understand that his sister was leaving. Again and again, he rose above the water, as if he too was saying goodbye to her. Soon after, Tara left for the kingdom of Ratnapur with her husband. Even there, she remained silent. Prince Vikram was a very patient and kind man. He loved his wife deeply and never became upset because of her silence. Meanwhile, Savitri was left alone in Amarpur. Every day, she visited the lake, spoke to her brother, and fed him. She missed her elder sister terribly, but she understood that Tara had to continue her vow of silence. Time began to pass even more quickly. In Ratnapur, Tara was treated with great respect, but some people began whispering strange things about her silence. Some claimed that the queen was under the shadow of an evil spirit. Others said that she must be hiding some terrible crime. One day, an old woman from the kingdom came to Prince Vikram and said, slowly, doubt also began to grow in Prince Vikram's heart. Many times, he asked his wife why she never spoke, but Tara remained silent every single time. One day, Prince Vikram finally said in frustration, "If you still do not speak today, then I will believe that you are under the shadow of some evil spirit, and I will send you away from this palace." Meanwhile, back in the kingdom of Amarpur, Savitri alone continued caring for her brother. Every day, she went to the lake and spoke to him in his crocodile form. She told him about their sister, and spoke of the day she would return. 14 years had already passed. Now only 1 year remained. Savitri felt hopeful and happy that soon her brother would finally become human again. Yet she also worried deeply about Tara because no news had come from her for many months. In Ratnapur, Prince Vikram's patience had finally begun to break. The pressure from the people of the kingdom was also increasing. At last, he decided to give his wife one final chance. He said, "If you do not speak by tomorrow, then I will leave you in the forest. I can no longer tolerate my people questioning me about why my queen never speaks." Tara's heart shattered with pain, but she knew that only a few months remained. She decided that even if she had to live in the forest, she would still complete her vow of silence. The next day, when Tara still did not speak, Prince Vikram fulfilled his warning. He left Tara alone in a dense forest. Tara was heartbroken, but she remained firm in her promise. Life in the forest was extremely difficult. She survived by eating fruits and wild berries and slept beneath the trees. She was often frightened by wild animals, yet she was willing to endure every hardship for the sake of her brother. When Savitri learned that her elder sister had been abandoned in the forest, she became deeply worried. But she could do nothing because she did not know where Tara was. At last, the moment arrived that Tara had been waiting for over 15 long years. In the forest, Tara had counted every single day. She knew that today marked the completion of her 15-year vow of silence. On that very same day, Savitri sat beside the lake, waiting anxiously for her brother. As the sun began to set and the 15 years finally came to an end, a brilliant light suddenly burst out from the lake. The golden crocodile disappeared instantly, and in his place stood Prince Arun once again in human form. Savitri cried out with joy, "Brother, you have returned." Prince Arun was overwhelmed with happiness when he saw his sister. He hugged Savitri tightly and said, "Savitri, where is Sister Tara? I want to thank her for making such a great sacrifice for me by remaining silent for 15 years. With tears in her eyes, Savitri told him the entire story, how Tara had been married and later abandoned in the forest. Hearing this, Prince Arun felt heartbroken. He said sadly, My sister suffered so much because of me, while I remained here in the lake as a crocodile. I must find her and bring her back." Savitri replied, "But brother, where could she be? The forest is very large." Prince Arun answered firmly, "Do not worry. I will definitely find her. First, I will meet mother and father, and then I will begin searching for sister." Maharaj Devraj and Queen Mrinalini were overjoyed to see their son return. They had been searching for him for 15 long years. When Prince Arun told them the entire truth, they felt immense pride in Tara's sacrifice, but at the same time, their hearts filled with sorrow. With tears in her eyes, the queen said, "Oh God, my daughter suffered so much. We must find her immediately." Maharaj Devraj instantly ordered a search across the entire kingdom of Amarpur. Prince Arun himself also set out to search for his sister. Meanwhile, deep in the forest, Tara realized that her vow had finally been completed. After 15 years, the first words escaped from her lips. "Thank God, now my brother must have become human again." Because her voice had not been heard for 15 years, it sounded weak and fragile. Yet Tara's heart overflowed with happiness. At last, she could return home. She began walking out of the forest toward her father's kingdom of Amarpur. Along the way, she faced many hardships, but the joy of meeting her brother again made her forget every pain. When Tara reached the border of the kingdom, she met some soldiers who had been sent to search for her. The soldiers immediately recognized her and became overjoyed. "Princess, where have you been? Maharaj and Maharani have been searching for you everywhere," one of the soldiers said. Smiling gently, Tara replied, "I am fine. Please take me to the palace quickly. I want to meet my brother and sister." The soldiers stood there in shock because the princess was speaking. For the first time in 15 years, they had heard Princess Tara's voice. When Tara finally returned to the palace, she was welcomed with great celebration and honor. Maharaj Devraj, Queen Mrinalini, Prince Arun, and Savitri all burst into tears when they met Tara again. Prince Arun touched his sister's feet respectfully and said, "Sister, I will remain grateful to you for my entire life, for everything you did for me. You stayed silent for 15 years just to save me." Tara lovingly embraced her brother and said, "My dear brother, it was not a great sacrifice. You are my younger brother and protecting you is my duty." Crying softly, Savitri said, "Sister, you suffered so much. I worried about you every single day." The queen hugged her daughter tightly and said, "My child, your sacrifice is beyond compare. You are truly a brave princess." Maharaj Devraj proudly declared, "Tara, the story of your sacrifice will spread throughout the kingdom. People will remember you forever." Meanwhile, when Prince Vikram learned that his wife had returned and could finally speak, he immediately came to meet her. He was deeply ashamed of what he had done. Lowering his head before Tara, Vikram said, "My queen, please forgive me. I failed to understand you. Had I known that you were silent for such a noble reason, I would never have abandoned you in the forest." Tara smiled gently and replied, "Prince, you are not at fault. You did not know the truth. Why I remained silent. Now, everything is finally all right." Vikram said sincerely, "Will you forgive me and return with me? I promise that I will never doubt you again." Tara looked toward her father for guidance. Maharaj Devraj gently replied, "My daughter, this decision is yours." After thinking carefully, Tara said, "Yes, I will return with you, but on one condition. Every year, I will spend a few months in my parents' home so I can stay close to my brother and sister." Vikram happily agreed. Thus, Tara returned with her husband. But this time she was truly happy because her brother was finally safe. Prince Arun removed the golden lotus from the lake and placed it in a secure place so that no one would ever touch it by mistake again. He promised himself that he would never again act carelessly with the secret of the magical flower. Great celebrations were held throughout the kingdom of Amarpur. When the people heard the story of Princess Tara's sacrifice, they respected and honored her deeply. Tara's name became famous in history as the sister who made the greatest sacrifice for her brother. Prince Arun never behaved carelessly again in his life. He always respected his sisters and served them with love and gratitude. Savitri also became an example of love and sacrifice just like her elder sister. After all, she too had spent 15 years caring for her brother. And so, the story of the pure love and sacrifice between brother and sisters continued to be told from generation to generation. Even today, people remember Tara's sacrifice and say that the bond between siblings is one of the most sacred relationships in the world. The message of this story is that sacrifices made for family never go to waste. The love between brothers and sisters is pure and priceless. The story also teaches us to listen to our elders and not act stubbornly. If Prince Arun had obeyed his mother's warning, such suffering would never have happened. But when hardship came, his sisters sacrificed everything to save him.